What is going on, guys? My name is Blockchain Ben, and in today's video, we are going to be talking about Delicium once again. This is by far my favorite project right now. Very excited about this one. Going to be doing practically a part 2 of my first breakdown of this, going into the white paper a lot more. We're still going to touch a little bit on that Lucy II, and we are going to be talking about these DMAs, which just finished up the private sale. However, you can still grab some of these. They are increasing in price very rapidly, so it is recommended that if you guys want to pick up some of these right now, you pick up some of them quickly. Now, I saw that these DMAs were selling out very fast. They sold over 2,000 of them in the past 24 hours. That's $2 million raised within 24 hours. When I saw this happen, I immediately picked up 2 more. So I am at 7 DMAs right now. We are printing those AGI tokens. I think that is going to be the token that you're going to want to hold. It's going to be the governance token. It's going to be used in the game. It's going to be the overarching asset of this Delicium project. And this project is even bigger than I once imagined. We're going to be breaking this all down for you guys, showing you guys that this is so much more than just a DeFi project. But along with that, we are also going to be doing a giveaway. Now, I had just announced the winners for the 100 BUSD giveaway on the last video of this. All you had to do was just grab a DMA, and I had all the emails and stuff like that, so I was able to figure out how to do that giveaway. But for this one, we are going to be doing the exact same thing. So for the new users only, if you want to pick up a DMA, if you already have one and you want to pick up another, you can still do that as well. But new users, if you want to pick up a DMA, you will be able to enter in for the 100 BUSD giveaway. I'm not expecting a ton of people to jump into here and grab one, so you are very likely to win that giveaway if you do jump into there. But that being said, I am not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice, and everything in crypto and DeFi is insanely risky. So please never invest more than you guys can afford to lose, and always do your own research. This is strictly for educational purposes only, and I'm showing you guys only what I am doing in this space. That being said, let's jump right into this video. First things first, almost 11,000 DMAs sold. Now, they will sell up to 50,000 of these DMAs if there is need for it. The price of the DMA is going up very rapidly. Every 100 DMA that is purchased, the price goes up by 25 USDT. So if you guys remember, the original price of these was 1,000 USDT. Now it is at 1,275 USDT in just a day. So I would highly advise, if you guys are on the fence, to grab one of these before they shoot up to 1,500, 2,000, those bigger numbers there, because these things are only going to go up in value. Now, you cannot resell these DMAs. That was a question that I had asked a lot. You can't resell them as of now or anything like that. Maybe they open it up in the future, but I think the whole point is that they're gunning for stability and they're gunning for long-term sustainability of this token. They don't just want some pump and dump where everybody just gets all these tokens, dumps them off launch, and it just fails off the bat. It's a long-term project. They have a real utility behind this. They have the real game behind it, and they have big stuff coming for that, along with the AI that they built as well, which is specifically for Web3. It's the first of its kind that can do Web3 transactions. So that's super, super cool, and very bullish about this project as well. So the launch price and date will be announced here soon, likely at the end of the month. Once we figure that out, we will know roughly what we are looking at for ROI and such straight off the rip. Now, maybe it's not what we're hoping for. It might be lower. I don't know any of the numbers or anything like that, but I'm not aiming for anything too high. I'm not aiming or expecting to take ROI directly off of the launch. What I'm thinking is it'll probably launch at a lower price. They will allow for a lot of liquidity to be pumped into there, and this will encourage people to buy these tokens off launch instead of selling them off launch. They want to get positive price pressure on this, because I think that this token genuinely has the looks of a gala token, a token that launches at kind of a low price. People are earning them from these DMAs and such, and then it just shoots up and rockets up once the game launches, goes up 750x like Gala did, or up almost 3000x from the low to the high just like Gala did. If it does anything like that, let me tell you boys, we are definitely set on this one, and we made the right decision. but that's just speculation. Let's talk about what they actually have going on here. And what they have, oh, still talking to me, is this Lucy AI. So I already talked about this in my last video, so go check that out a little bit. I'm not going to do too much on it, but as we can see here, we can transfer, we can do a whole bunch of different transactions here, which is super cool. Something that you don't normally see. You basically just say, oh, transfer 10 BUSD to this random address here, and it'll pull up a transaction in your MetaMask. You can also ask it any question crypto related. So I asked it, what's the cheapest exchange fees for US citizens to onboard crypto into fiat, or fiat to crypto. Gave me all of these different sites that US people could use with the lowest fees as well, which was super cool. So basically, if you have any questions or anything like that, first off, join the Telegram group for us. I'm more than happy to answer these questions. Might not be as fast as the AI, but I have that experience that this AI maybe doesn't have. But you guys can also come over here to the Lucy AI and you can drop whatever you guys want there. Ask any question that you want. It's a pretty powerful AI. They're really doing some good work behind this. I kind of expected this thing to be a little rinky-dinky and kind of give some generic answers and be more of a chatbot than an AI, but you can really tell that it is a real neural network that's going on. It's, you know, it's not just a chatbot with pre-programmed responses and such. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is this white paper. Now, I got to talk about the white paper a little bit. However, I did not get to go in depth as much as I would like to. So, highly recommend you guys check this one out as well and read through the entirety of it as I have. I'm basically going to be giving a brief synopsis. So as we can see, basically just a breakdown of what Delicium has been doing for the past 2 years. They've been developing this for over 2 years now. You can come over here to this next guy. I believe he says something along the lines of like how you can play it and stuff. Now, it is not ready to play right now. However, in the future, it will be on the Epic Game Store. We're going to be talking about that in a second as well. Going to have exposure to over 230 million gamers online, which is a massive market share right there. That is one of the fastest growing places to get your game listed. And the fact that it's there shows that this thing is legit. One of the coolest things though, this has got to be my favorite new thing that I found out about it, is that within the game, they have AI intelligent beings. Now, in most video games, I don't know how familiar you guys are with them, you have things called NPCs, which are non-playable characters, basically just computers that are programmed to do an exact certain task. They're pretty boring. Everybody knows you just kind of skip through all the dialogues and stuff, kind of like this. However, what they're doing is they are using AI intelligent beings. So they are making these NPCs into AI intelligent beings. So they're not always going to give the same responses. They're not always going to do the exact same thing. It's going to keep the story fresh and fun and new, and it is going to stop it from having that kind of monogamous feel to it where it feels the exact same way. You're talking to the exact same person. Instead, these are going to be making decisions on their own, and along with that, these AI beings can also be utilized by you to earn more yield. This is a play to earn game. So if you play it right and you use these AI virtual beings, you can also use them to earn money directly for humans. So really cool stuff that they have going on here. I am a really big fan of this. I saw this, my jaw kind of dropped to the ground. I'm like, this is a genius idea. How has nobody done this before? And that is why these guys are on it right now. If they can pull this off to the ability that I think it has, this is going to be massive. This is going to be a breakthrough, not just in the crypto industry, not just in the DeFi industry, but in the entire gaming industry, which is a much bigger industry than both of those combined. I can tell you guys that right now. They have so much going on. These last two guys, nothing super interesting. I would advise, reading through it, but it wasn't anything that really caught my eye. Finally, this white paper. Also, this displayable white paper is pretty sick. You guys cannot lie right there. So we can scroll through this a little bit, whole bunch of words and stuff. One more thing that I forgot to mention is their DMO. So the DMO I did not really talk about too much, but they are allowing people to build companies in here and develop their own kind of spin-offs of this game, whether it's a different game mode, whether it's implementing some mods into the game mode. So they're using the core game, but they are allowing other people to come in here and make it their own and allow them to market and bring in more users to play their specific game. They get cuts from the payments and stuff like that. It helps them, it helps these game builders, and it also keeps things fun and fresh for everybody who's playing the game, because you're going to get a bunch of these DMOs coming in with fan favorite ideas that they want to see, and they can come into here, tweak a bunch of things. So whatever you want to play, there is going to be a game mode for you here. Another thing is that holding these AGI tokens and these DMAs is going to give you access to voting rights. So the team does not control the majority of all of the decisions made. It is actually a community-led project as well. So if you hold these DMAs, you're going to be able to vote on a lot of these decisions as well, which is major right here, as you will see. They are planning on this being a on-chain incentive, layer 1 and layer 2 tokens and stable coins going on with this as well. A ton of big things coming. And one more thing that I forgot to mention about the AGI token. This isn't just a token that's going to launch, and be available on dexes and stuff like that, and just, trade it through your MetaMask on the ETH network or whatever. No, this is going to be one that you can trade directly on exchanges from launch. They already partnered with Bybit. They're going to have it listed there. They say that they have some other really big ones that they cannot announce yet, but these are going to be some major centralized exchanges. Centralized exchanges anybody can buy this token from, so that is going to access the public. You don't need to be able to set up a MetaMask. You don't need to be able to figure out how to do DeFi, how to do all this kind of stuff, because don't lie to me, guys, I know it took you guys a while to figure out how to get everything set up and working. It's as easy as downloading an app on your phone, completing a little KYC. Some of them you don't even have to KYC, and just buying the token there. And that is going to give them access to the public. And this is a game for the public. And we are in at the bottom level because we are deeper into the crypto network than anybody else is. And because of that, we are going to be rewarded heavily because of that. Or at least I hope so. That is my reasoning behind it. That's why I've gone so deep into this project, invested so much into this project, is because I have not seen anything like this in a while, where they have this much utility, they have this much going on, and it just feels like they have something that is revolutionary here. That is why I'm so excited about this project. So let's come down here a little bit. We're going to read some more about the AI virtual beings, which I think is so cool. Here are the tokenomics crazy spreadsheet that we have here. The major thing is that a lot of this is going to be locked up. As we can see, some of the distribution and allocation, a lot of this is going to be locked up in this treasury, 57% there. And the emission is going to work on a 4-year fully locked basis. So it will be kind of inflationary in a way. They're going to have these tokens locked, the majority of them for 4 years. They'll release more and more as time goes on, and that just makes sense. That's just kind of how the game is going to go. You're going to need more tokens to supply more things and to pay out people and do all that kind of stuff. But to start here, see this tiny little TGE right here? That's where we are. Super small allocation right here. I think it's like 0.67% of the total supply right here. And this is on a month basis. This isn't, day by day or whatever. This is month 1, month 2, all the way up to month 48. So this is 4 years out in the future before they even max out the total supply of the token. So it's starting small. It's going to build into something much larger. Roadmap. Let's talk about this a little bit. This was started in 2022. When it officially launched, this was after their development, raised some in a very small private sale there, about 4 million. So I say small, but this is relatively small for the gaming industry. As we can see, they've just built this thing like crazy. World's first playable white paper launches. It garners 135 million plus views. Do I know if that data is correct? No, but this is a really legit team. I would believe that this is correct. They've won multiple awards. They have really been doing a good job with this one. Raised, I think, over 25 million total for this project. So this is a huge one. Look at all these core contributors here as well. We got Immutable, we got Polygon, Galaxy, Anthos, Republic Crypto, so much. We got Y Combinator. So many major companies in this space are partnering with them on this. So they believe it. All these other companies believe it. And most importantly, guys, I believe it. So that is going to be the white paper. Glad we could go through that. One final thing. Epic Games right here, as we can see. They have this listed on Epic Games. Now, it is coming soon. It's not ready yet, but we've seen the trailers so far. Pretty sweet trailers. They do have a little bit of the gameplay. So as we can see here, this is going to be a little bit of what the gameplay looks like for the beta version. Pretty solid right here. I wouldn't say it's, I wouldn't say it's the best graphics of all time or anything like that, but you're not going to get that from a, $25 million game. This is really solid graphics, and if they can implement the AI meta beings into this, I don't even care what the graphics look like. It could be Minecraft graphics. If it has AI meta beings in there where they can generate yield for me, everything's going to be different along the way, and it's just going to keep the game fresh, that's worth any amount of graphics. But as we can see here, this is going to be a battle royale type of game. They're going to allow different game modes with the DMOs and stuff like that. It's going to be 42 players drop in. You're going to be in teams of 3. Basically, the last team to survive is going to win. It's going to be somewhat similar to Fortnite. Probably a bunch of your guys' kids and stuff like that have played that and stuff. So it's going to be a really popular game, I have a feeling, and this is only going to get better as time goes on and as more funds flood into this. But if you guys got into that private sale of the DMA, I think we're looking really nice. If not, still definitely some time before these DMAs shoot up in price. But that is all I have for you guys today. Let me know what you guys think about this project in the comment section below. I'm really curious to see what you guys have to say about Delysium. I'm going to continue to cover this project pretty heavily, as this is definitely my top project right now. We won't see ROI for another month or two or anything out of this, but I am willing to wait for a project of this size. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and most importantly, subscribe to see more videos here on the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.